Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has stepped back from his threat to expel 10 Western ambassadors over their support for a jailed civil society leader. President Erdogan said the envoys had agreed to respect a UN convention requiring diplomats not to interfere with the host country's internal affairs. The dispute began when the diplomats called for Turkey to respect a European Court of Human Rights ruling, calling for the release of prominent Turkish philanthropist Osman Kavala. He has been in detention for 4 years without conviction, charged with financing protests and involvement in an attempted coup. And let's go right to DW correspondent Dorian Jones, standing by in Istanbul. Hi, Dorian. So what is behind this move from President Erdogan?
Well, President Erdogan is presenting this as a major diplomatic victory. In fact, speaking after the cabinet meeting, he evoked memories of the founder of the secular republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, and his defeat of foreign invading powers. And Erdogan said that those in foreign powers are still threatening Turkey's independence, and that's code for Turkey's Western allies. He said this time the threat is against Turkey's judiciary, and he said that this statement by the ambassadors last week calling for the release of Osman Kavala was a further example of this. But he has welcomed the release of a Twitter by the 10 ambassadors, reaffirming their commitment not to interfere in Turkey's domestic affairs. And Erdogan is presenting this as a major victory. And it has to be said, even non-Erdogan supporters do see this as a major win for the president. It has to be said, I think that these countries that issued this statement, which include the likes of the United States, Germany, France, major international players, realize that they need to have diplomatic relations with Turkey, given its geostrategic importance bordering countries like Syria, Iran and Iraq. And they realize that the threat of expelling the ambassadors would be a major blow to their diplomatic efforts in the region, especially the United States, which is looking to cooperate with Turkey in Syria and possibly Iran. Whereas for Europe, Turkey is hosting nearly 4 million refugees. The country is effectively the gatekeeper to Europe of refugees. There is this recognition they need to work with Turkey. But also I think that the ambassadors involved also realized the danger that Erdogan was seeking to use this diplomatic crisis as a way of possibly diverting the public's attention from the country's growing economic woes. Now that diplomatic issue has been resolved, and that is seen as a victory for Erdogan, tomorrow in the coming days, headlines will again expect to focus on the economic problems facing the country. And for the dissident and the philanthropist Osman Kavala, few people expect him to be released anytime soon after this latest crisis.
DW's Dorian Jones reporting there from Istanbul. Thank you.